Steph Curry, we know you talk to the media all the time, and in interviews, you probably get a lot of the same questions. So we're going completely off script today. We're asking you questions that are anything but basketball. Are you ready for that?
I'm excited.
Fantastic. Okay, this one is kind of anything but basketball. You were sitting on the bench on Saturday night in San Antonio, so that means fans can heckle you and you can't go anywhere. What's the funniest thing a fan has ever said to you to try to take you off your game?
Probably sending their 5-year-old to ask my daughter out on a date. Can't do that. Can't do that.
That's just weird. That's totally odd.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's vicious.
Talk about throwing me off my game in the middle of it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to worry about Riley dating for at least another 10 years, right?
Exactly.
Steph, what about a player? Is there a player who's on the Warriors or not on the Warriors who talks the most trash to you consistently?
The guy for me was Nate Robinson when he was in the league. His material was unbelievable. His voice was like this high-pitched kind of, yell every time he talked. So he was hilarious every time, whether he was talking at me or, when he was on my team talking to the other team.
You've got another teammate a new teammate who's known for talking a little bit, Matt Barnes, and we're just going to get this interview completely strange with this next question. Would you rather fight one Matt Barnes-sized spider or 100 spider-sized Matt Barnes?
It's a tough question, but I got to stick with one. One-on-one, I like my chances.
Steph Curry's got to be thinking, God, if one more person asks me that today,
right.
Jeez, this is so weird.
Cliche.
Yeah, we know that Matt Barnes, he's thrown a few haymakers in his day, Steph. When's the last time you threw a punch?
Probably my senior year in high school.
And did it land?
It did land, but I was retaliating, so like they always say, well, you should see the other guy type situation. That's.
All right, well, we're going to stick with fighting. Steph, there's been a lot of talk about Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor possibly coming together in the ring. Who do you like in that bout? I'm
taking Floyd for sure. As long as he can stay on his feet in that fight. I don't know what rules are we going MMA, are we going boxing? Like what's the setting? I guess that has a lot to do with it. But
we're thinking it's going to be boxing, right? Why would Floyd get involved with mixed martial arts? It just makes no sense.
It makes no sense. So if you're going with boxing, you got to take Floyd.
Steph, you're obviously, you're going to be turning 29 years old on Tuesday. So happy birthday to you. When's the last time you got ID'd?
Last night, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I was trying to get a nice glass of wine at dinner. I think the guy asked for Aisha's ID, and so I guess I was a charity case at that point.
So this is a question I wonder, Steph, because obviously you're one of the most recognizable people,
except for the guy who asked for his ID
outside of restaurants,
yeah.
right, in the world. When's the last time you had to pull the "Hey, I'm Steph Curry" card?
Ooh, that is a great question.
Because that's a good card to pull.
That is a good card to pull. I don't pull it often. Trying to go to a restaurant in New York. I won't divulge the restaurant's name, but trying to get a reservation, a very, very nice restaurant that I saw on Chef's Table on Netflix.
Did you get the reservation? Did the Steph Curry card work? It worked. Beautiful. Gosh, Steph, okay, when you go out, maybe in, the Bay Area, maybe even in New York, considering how recognizable you are, is there a disguise that you have to wear? I mean, do you put on like a hat and glasses? Do you have to go incognito?
That's always been the argument in our family, is do the sunglasses and the hat draw more attention to you? Because who's the weird guy wearing both? I might take a page out of Ronaldo's book. I know he's doing the disguise thing, kind of going around in certain cities and getting away with it that way. Might have to try it, though.
Man, we were hoping you were going to go full fake mustache, fake beard, like really get into this. But, okay, if you're not using a disguise, what about an alias? We know sometimes players will check into hotels or restaurants under different names when you're not trying to pull the Steph Curry card. What's an alias that you've used in the past?
If I tell you, I'm gonna have to change it because I've kept
An old one.
I've kept my same alias since rookie year. I love it so much.
Wow. All right.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Wait, can you give us a hint? Like, is it a real person? Is it a cartoon character? Is it a comic book hero? Something like that?
It is from the show Entourage. I'll leave it at that.
It's a member of Entourage?
Okay.
All right.
Good clue. Good clue.
All right, Vince. Vinny Chase. Let's go, Vinny Chase.
Hey, Steph, one last anything but basketball question before we want to talk a little bit NCAA tournament. When's the last time you read your Twitter mentions?
About 7 minutes ago.
Oh, so you do read them. You do read them. Okay.
I do. Every once in a while. I try not to get too deep into them, but yeah, I got to see what the fans are saying.
Okay. March Madness is here. Obviously, we remember when you led Davidson to the Elite Eight in 2008. What was more difficult, Steph? Was it leading Davidson all the way to the Elite Eight, or was it leading the Warriors to 73 wins?
More difficult was the 73 wins. It's just a longer period of time. I mean, the tournament was an unbelievable experience, and obviously we surprised a lot of people. But it's wrapped up into 2 weeks, and it's just an emotional roller coaster during that 2 weeks. The 73 wins, chasing history. That was unbelievable.
Seth went to Duke, obviously. Davidson's not in the tournament this year. Does the Curry family root for Duke, or can you not bring yourself to do it?
It's hard for me, but as much as my brother talks about it and how much he cheers for them since he's left, I went to a bunch of Duke games when he was there, and I played for Coach K too. I gotta wish him luck and hope they get it done for sure.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, you win a gold medal together, right?
Yeah, that's a good excuse.
Play
Yeah.
for Coach K. Okay. Steph, you are here on behalf of Motion in 360. Describe for us what makes this so different.
It just gives fans a never before seen kind of look at my game, up close and personal on the floor, to have the kind of 360-degree perspective of all the moves that I try and kind of maybe just see what it's like to kind of guard me on the floor. So Degree did a great job putting that together, and it's obviously on youtube.com/DegreeMen. You can go watch the 360-degree experience.
Yeah, I got to try it out on Friday, Steph, and yeah, it's pretty realistic. It's insane wearing those glasses, and you were running all over the place. So I imagine that's what it's like in real life too, but luckily have not had to go through that. Hey, one last question before we get you out of here, Steph. We're talking about deodorant Degree. When's the last time you broke a sweat off the court?
That's a good question. Probably last time I played golf, looking for my ball in the woods. I used all 5 minutes, had to walk uphill, downhill. I broke a sweat doing that for sure.
Just drop one. No one's looking. It's fine.
Listen, Steph, your birthday is on Tuesday. I imagine maybe golf-related gifts for you would be the best thing. What's the best thing you've ever gotten?
Back when I was like 8, that still is the best gift I've ever gotten. It was the Home Alone Macaulay Culkin tape recorder that could change your voice. So that was like the OG gift that I've gotten. But now I'll take any golf-related gift for sure.
Awesome.
That's fantastic. I remember that toy. It was really cool.
Yeah.
You're the coolest kid on the block for having it. We wish you nothing but fairways and greens. Really appreciate your time, Steph. Thanks so much. We'll be sure to check out that Degree 360. Very cool. Really, really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, guys.